Hey Capricorn, how are we today? I'm just doing our weekly readings, just looking at the subject of love this week. Okay, so I before I get started, I will just let everyone know if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. We are just a super small channel, so every single like and comment and subscribe I do really appreciate, and thank you all so much for your support already. But the more that we can get the channel to start growing a little bit, the more we can make sure those messages are getting to everybody that needs to hear them. Okay, so I am starting today with the Soul's Journey Oracle cards. They're like lesson cards, but they do have some very interesting messages that do sort of pop on out with those ones. I also have the lenormand here, the Slavic folklore lenormand, as well as those beautiful heart-shaped cards, the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so I'll finish the reading off with those. I am slowly getting used to how to shuffle those heart shapes. They're a bit odd, but it's a work in progress, okay? But we'll get straight on into it for you today, Capricorn. Capricorn, love and romance for Capricorn, please. Love and romance for Capricorn. Okay, so this is something that I have seen coming up quite a lot for Capricorn in the recent past. Change, okay, so it does feel as though the Capricorn collective is sort of heading into some big changes, okay? So I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay, so it's talking a little bit about, not getting too comfortable and not allowing ourselves to be fearful of change, because if we want to grow or evolve, that movement, that change is always necessary, okay? And then we do have acceptance, okay? So I accept my past and I forgive myself and others, okay? I don't know why I needed to say that, but I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Okay, so Capricorn, that's probably an important card for us. I myself am a Capricorn, okay, and I do understand that Capricorns do like to be in control of every little thing, especially if you're a Capricorn like me. So, having that control over every little thing, when we're seeing change, it's not always going to be entirely possible. You have to allow that flow of movement. You have to accept that, learn to accept that you cannot change everything. So it's not being in control of every little thing. Okay. Oh, and it does even say, I did I read that wrong, Capricorn? It does say I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay, I feel like I said the word control instead of change, but obviously if I've said that, that's for a reason. Okay, and like I said, us Capricorns are pretty determined when we put our mind to something. So we do like to have control over those sorts of, even just the little things in life, and sometimes we need to accept that if we want things to change, that we have to allow them to change, okay? All right, love and romance for Capricorn. Love and romance for Capricorn. Okay, two more, please. Two more, please. Love and romance for Capricorn. Oh, I like this, Capricorn. I do like this. All right. So, first of all, I want to say have fun. That is the child card. Okay. And so it does sort of remind us to, don't forget to have fun along the way. The child is all about, things in their beginning stages. infancy of things. But it does have a strong pull to, remaining innocent about things, having that sense of adventure when it comes to the way you're looking at the world, the way that we're looking at change, especially, I feel here, having that, that real sense of joy and amazement at the world around us, stopping and appreciating the beauty of the world, looking through the world through the lens of a child's eye. They haven't learned all about the societal impacts that we have as adults. They haven't learned all about, responsibility and all those sorts of things yet. So really just let loose and have a bit of fun, Capricorn, okay? Once again, very common Capricorn trait to be, older than your boots kind of thing, where you do sort of carry a lot of responsibility. And this is really just reminding us to, be a little bit more adventurous and innocent in the way that we're approaching life. Really bring that sense of adventure and amazement out in ourselves, and the way that we're approaching the world as well. Okay, because we do then see the mountain, which is actually the Capricorn card, followed by the club. Okay, so we do feel there may be actually, if this child card is referring to things in their infancy, what we are actually seeing is that we're at the bottom of the mountain at the moment, and there is some challenges to get through, especially with this club. It may feel like a little bit of hard work. It may feel like it's going to take us forever to climb this mountain, all right? But that mountain, it does talk about challenges or delays that we may be experiencing, in the world. But the important thing about the mountain card, like I said, it's the Capricorn card. So, with enough hard work, determination, and perseverance, you can easily get to the top of that mountain. And if anyone can do it, it's a Capricorn, right? So, the when you get to the top of the mountain, though, that's when, you can see for miles. You can see everything within sight clearly, and you can see exactly which path to take, how to deal with things down the other side of that mountain. All right, so, but we are seeing that challenge being compounded at the moment with that club card coming through. That does talk about some sort of conflict or opposition, even just a little bit of drama surrounding you at the moment, a bit of trouble and tension, that kind of stuff. So it might be a tense sort of climb. There might be a lot of hard work involved in dealing with, it doesn't feel like any huge conflicts or anything like that, but it just feels like those little spat kind of conflict, just like little niggly infighting type stuff. Okay, it doesn't feel like anything hugely dramatic or anything like that. It's just a little bit of opposition, really. And if you're just looking at those things as just challenges, just small obstacles that are easily overcome, and focusing on getting past those, rather than getting stuck in that conflict or drama, you'll definitely see your way clear, Capricorn. I'm not feeling that is actually a huge thing at all. And like we sort of saw with that change card, that sometimes in order to bring about change, we need these conflicts to occur so that, we can actually see the things that we want to change. Okay, because without those oppositions or without those obstacles, we have no reason to climb over those obstacles. Okay, so if we don't see the obstacle in our path, we're just going to run straight on into it. Whereas if you can easily spot that obstacle in the path, you can see it there and work out a plan of action to get over the other side, and change that into a new opportunity rather than an obstacle in the path. So once again, that change vibe coming through pretty strong. You know, it's just going to give you that opportunity to grow even stronger. Whatever obstacles you have already overcome in your life, they've probably made you a lot stronger. And this is one of those. Okay, it's just a challenge, an obstacle in your path, just to sort of get you exactly where you need to go. When we're looking at that mountain symbology, it's kind of a bit like, well, if there's a cliff face on this side of the mountain, maybe we should move a little bit over here and climb up, um, you know, this side of the mountain where it's not a sheer cliff face. You know what I mean? So it just gives us that opportunity to find better paths for ourselves to overcome those obstacles. You may just need to, relook at things and find the best plan of action to get over that. And I do feel as though that's going to be very important with that child card as well. So looking at any conflict or opposition, any obstacle in your way, looking at it with a child's eye rather than your own eye of, oh, I've got all these responsibilities to get over this obstacle. Look at it like you're a child, and it's like, sometimes when I see that child imagery, it's kind of like if you have a child in the house and they see a locked door. Okay, as an adult, we go, oh, that's an obstacle, that's a challenge, I can't open that door. But a child, they see a locked door and they go, there must be a party on the other side of that door, and they'll do whatever it takes to get through that door. All right, they just see it as an opportunity rather than an obstacle to a child. A locked door can be, oh, that's interesting, I like the looks of that. It's a challenge in a positive way. So looking at the challenges in a adventurous way, a positive way, instead of just seeing that shut door and going, oh, it's shut, I better walk past. I hope that makes sense. It's a weird analogy, but it makes sense in my brain somehow. So, if you have any children close to you, you know what children are like, and they definitely do see things like a locked door as that's just an opportunity to find out what's on the other side of that, and they really will see it as an adventure to get through that door, even if it's just nothing on the other side. It's this brand new adventure. It might not be a closet, it might be, Narnia on the other side. So looking at things like that rather than thinking, oh, it's just a closet, it's not worth my time, but it could be Narnia, and like that would be pretty cool. Okay, and so then that's followed up with the knight. Okay, so that's the rider in the traditional deck. This particular knight has, I don't know if you can kind of see the imagery there, but it's 3 separate horses in this one. So we do really, really get that vibe of things changing quickly. As soon as we get through these obstacles, it brings some huge changes in. A lot of good news comes with the rider as well. So, they come in really quick and they bring in good things. Okay, so it's just a really swift moving card as well. So I do feel as though, you're going to have some things popping up into your life like super quick. And what we're actually seeing, that good news that's going to be created on the other side of these obstacles. We have the fish as well as the lily. Okay, so we are seeing 2 separate areas of life coming through here. We I know I'm doing a love reading, but we're Capricorns as well, so you can't deny that. Seeing the most financial card, the most wealthy kind of card, this one does talk about abundance and wealth, so good fortune when it comes to money. All right, so you may actually have some money coming in really quickly, unexpectedly, in the near future. It's definitely a finance card, that one. So it's positive finances as well, like an abundance of financial gain. Even if it's not finances in direct, wealth as in money. Wealth comes in lots of forms. Myself personally, like, if you're going to receive an abundance of things, it could be anything. It could be that loving energy. It could actually be, we do have the 3 riders coming in here. We do have the abundance card here, which sometimes can talk about, plenty of fish in the sea kind of a vibe, lots of fish around you, all trying to get on in. So it could talk about having multiple love options headed your way as well, Capricorn. But we do also have the lily, okay? And the lily is, it's one of the most secure long-term cards in the whole deck, okay? It does talk about the long-term options for you and having that abundance in the long term. All right, because there is a linkage with the lily to career as well. So definitely, it kind of feels like all your nights are headed on in all at once, Capricorn. So it kind of feels like it's letting us know that you may actually start experiencing experiencing career or financial growth at the same time as experiencing, a lot of growth and change in your loving connections as well. So you may have an abundance of love connections all coming at you at the same time as, an abundance of career things happening, abundance of money things happening for you, all across the board there. We are getting, huge amounts of abundance with that fish. It does feel like there's a lot, and it's more than just love I'm feeling for majority of you. There is, a lot more than just love coming through. But for one or two of you, I think that this is actually talking about a particular person coming your way who is already very wealthy. Okay, so I just mention that because for one or two of you, it is talking about a specific person who is quite wealthy that's headed your way and is going to be a really good long-term option for you. All right, but the lily does talk about that emotional intimacy as well. Okay, so when it comes to matters of the heart, it is a super, a kind, moral person, very loving, very, very emotionally intimate with you. They're not ashamed to tell you how they feel about you, that kind of a thing. And they're a really super long-term option. They're not just there for today, they're there for forever, sort of a vibe. They want to be there holding your hand at the end, kind of a vibe with that lily card. Okay, it is a super, super passionate, loving embrace, that lily. Okay, so definitely seeing a lot of success leading you into your long term, Capricorn. It's, whatever these changes are, I definitely would be looking at them, with this childlike sense of amazement, because that is exactly what they're going to bring for you. Okay, it's a good day to be a Capricorn, guys. So I'll just get you some of the Lovers Oracle as well and see what they want to add to that. Love and romance for Capricorn. Love and romance for Capricorn. Love and romance. Okay. I've only been taking 2 this week, but I've got 3 that have jumped on out. Okay, so firstly, we have this one there that does say, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, so once again, acceptance of sometimes people need space. Where Capricorns usually need a bit of space sometimes too. When we are in that climb the mountain mindset, we do need a little bit of space sometimes as well. All right, so we do have this one here, which does say, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So straight away, I've grabbed that card back up again. You can allow joy and that sense of adventure into your life. That child card being super important for us this week, Capricorn. And then we also have this beautiful card here, which is the soulmate card. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Isn't that gorgeous? So we are definitely seeing that lily energy once again with that soulmate card. Okay, so definitely looking at some really positive changes occurring for you, Capricorn. Like I did say at the very start of the reading that, I have been feeling this collective changes coming in for Capricorn. So it's going to be super interesting to see how all these positive changes occur for everybody within the collective. So, let me know, guys, have we already sort of started in on any of these things? Like I said, we do have a bit of a period to get through with that mountain and club there. So it's talking about, overcoming any conflict that you may be faced with, because on the other side of that, what chef's kiss. Okay, no, well, thank you all so much for your time today, Capricorn, and I hope to see you all again soon.